Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome to another Washington Wizards basketball stream. We are back. We got Wizards talk. We got an Eagles dub. We got a Commanders L. It don't get no better than this, man. I'm gonna be honest. It really don't. It really don't get no better than this. Whew. Welcome all. So, as you can see by the title of the video, there was a presser with Tommy Shepard and Wes Unseld Jr. They held had some media availability before training camp starts, which is vastly approaching. I believe it's this Friday or something. It's the first day of training camp. We got some quotes. We're gonna get into it. Hope everybody having a good day. What's going on, Grant? You said 3 spot not open. This Barnes to lose, not do your Ruiz or Coys to win. Hey, I agree with you, but according to the man, he says it's open, quote unquote. So let's get into these reactions. I love to put myself over here. Thank you. Okay. So, on our guys Hoop District, if you aren't following, go follow the guys over there at Hoop District. Firstly, Tommy Shepard said he's excited. He's excited for the upcoming season. He says we're sprinting to the starting line. You know, I'm excited. Everybody's excited. Maybe some people, aren't the most excited. But, I'm excited for the new season. I'm excited to see what the team does. We're getting closer and closer. So I'm with you, Tommy. We right here, man. We sprint towards the starting line. Talking about Monte Morris. Wes Unseld Jr. said he's a connector. He prides himself on running the team. That's nice to see. I feel like that's a role that he can do very well in on this squad. I feel like he's going to be one of those guys who continues to move the ball around, kind of like Tomas Satoransky did, but better, a little better offensively. How Tomas was, I felt like he was a good connector last season. I feel like Tomas Satoransky he did a very good job at moving the ball along, not holding the ball too long, getting the offense going, keeping the flow of the offense. He did a good job with that, and I feel like Monte Morris is going to do the same, but obviously Monte Morris is a little better. Grain, the only thing that worries me is they're planning not to not manage Kristaps Porzingis, but what do I know? Yeah, I mean we'll see. Tommy Shepard says Wes Unseld Jr. has preached competition for minutes to the Wizards roster. I mean, as far as what competition for minutes to the Wizards roster? I mean, obviously we know Kuzma's going to get minutes. Porzingis is going to get minutes. Bill's going to get minutes. Monte Morris is going to get minutes. I feel like that 3 spot can rotate. I feel like there is going to be competition there for minutes for sure. I feel like that 5 spot, even like with Taj Gibson and Daniel Gafford, it could be competition for minutes there as well. Obviously Corey Kispert, Johnny Davis is going to be fighting for minutes. So it's going to be interesting. I definitely do believe that there's going to be some competition for minutes on this Wizards roster. We already said there's a log jam, especially at the 4 position. So we could definitely see a big log jam here. Omer, what's going on with you? Great shout out to Gibson is going to get more minutes than people think. That could be true. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked at that. Kevin, what's going on, man? So go ahead, D already been eating crawl. Hey, let me, Kevin. I'm glad you're here. I told y'all boys, don't be sleeping on them Lions. I said the Lions, it was a dogfight with us. I said, don't be sleeping on them Lions, Kevin. I said, these ain't the Lions of old, man. They compete. They just haven't won. I said they was going to get that dub on Sunday, and they did. Now y'all got to come play us. And I know you seen what we did on Monday night to the Minnesota Vikings. I know you saw that. All I'm saying is, man, you know what I'm saying? I said before the season, I said I feel like this Eagles talent, I feel like this Eagles roster is a little more talented on paper than their Super Bowl roster. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but in my opinion, in these first 2 weeks, very early, I feel like the Eagles have looked the best in the NFC, and I feel like the Bills by far are just, the Buffalo Bills are a tier above everybody. The Bills are just, right now, the first 2 games, the Bills are above everybody. They're, right now. And I feel like Philly is that Monday night game opened a lot of eyes. A lot of people, yeah. He said Carson is going to get his revenge. You better hope. But, okay. Back to some of these quotes. Tommy Shepard says all players are healthy, which is good. He said and available for training camp. Kristaps Porzingis and Deni Avdija will be monitored after they just finished Eurobasket. That's a beautiful thing to see. Love that all the guys are healthy. There's nobody missing like last season. We had Rui missing, and it's just I'm glad to see everybody's here. Everybody's going to be healthy. That's nice. That's cute. I'm glad to see that. I'm happy to see that. What's going on with you, Chris? So that's good. Everybody's going to be here. Everybody's going to be healthy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get the chemistry going. You know, everybody's there from the jump. Nice. Nice. That's a good thing for chemistry. Good thing. Let's keep it that way. Kevin said somebody's going to get benched, not enough minutes. Yeah, Wes Unseld Jr. said Tommy Shepard, they said Wes Unseld Jr. has preached competition for minutes. So we already said there's a log jam out there at the 4th spot. You know, Deni, Rui, they're going to be trying to get their PT, consistent PT. Like I say, even Gafford and Taj Gibson may be fighting for some consistent minutes. Johnny Davis and Corey Kispert, obviously. DeLon Wright. I mean, there definitely is going to be competition for some minutes out there on this squad with this roster currently. Wes Unseld Jr. on Deni Avdija in the Eurobasket. He said, I was very pleased. These are invaluable minutes. Says he was happy with his leadership and dealing with bumps in the road. I agree. You know, I think this was good. Deni in the Eurobasket. You know, make mistakes, show your leadership. You know, it was good minutes over there. It was a good bump. It was definitely a good bump over there. Had some good games. Went up against some good talent. NBA talent as well. You know, so I'm glad Deni went over there and did his thing in Eurobasket. Tommy Shepard was in attendance for Deni Avdija's big game versus Finland, and Eurobasket calls it a noteworthy point in his young career. It's nice. Kevin, you said I'd rather have Deni start for defense so that way we can put him on KD, Giannis, etc. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't think the Wizards trust him enough. In the past, I don't feel like they've trusted him enough offensively to have him be the like long-term starter. I feel like they want to see his growth offensively first before they throw him out there and say, yeah, you're going to be the long-term starter at the 3 spot. I would love for it to be Deni. I really would. Tommy Shepard believes that the talent on the Wizards have improved in recent seasons, but the talent has to perform. I agree with Tommy on this. I do believe that the talent by default, has definitely improved in recent seasons. We have Bradley Beal playing with Isaiah Thomas, Isak Bonga, Mo Wagner, Jerome Robinson, Troy Brown Jr. I mean, you look at the bubble team the Wizards sent over. I mean, good Lord. So, by default, the Wizards have improved from that to respectable talent at, when you look at that whole roster. Everybody's pretty respectable on that team. So, and the key word is the talent has to perform. Agreed. The talent has to perform. The coach has to perform. Everybody has to perform for it to work. On paper, it can look cute, but it won't matter if dudes come out and it's trash. O'Mary said, yeah, let's actually try to defend this season. Agreed. Grant, you said, got to find a way to play Barton off the bench. He's a microwave scorer. Got to play Deni at the 3, at least to start the season, see how it goes. I think I wouldn't mind Deni Avdija starting, for defensive purposes, because I feel like you have enough offense between Kyle Kuzma, Kristaps Porzingis, Bradley Beal. And then you can even throw Monte Morris in there. I feel like you got enough offense there for a guy that isn't as good offensively, but is a little better defensively, like Deni Avdija. Will Barton, I like off the bench. Like you said, Grant, microwave guy. I like him off the bench. I feel like Deni Avdija, there's enough offense in that starting lineup already between Morris, Beal, Porzingis, Kuzma. I feel like Deni Avdija can come in there and really help shore up things defensively. You don't need his offense as bad. It would be nice for him to shoot the open 3, hit his catch and shoot shots, shoot it at a 34-35% clip. I would love that. So, in my opinion, I would have Deni start as the 3 for defensive reasons. Even though the defense kind of tailed off towards the end of the season, but everybody's did. But I feel like the Wizards have enough offense already that they don't need Deni to really come in and do things offensively and whatnot. D up. Let the big boys handle that offensive load and hit an open 3 when you can. So, I feel like I don't really care about his lack of offense when I already got 3 guys who can give me numbers on offense. 4 if you want to include Monte Morris. So, I can deal with Deni not being, the most respected offensively. Just hit an open catch and shoot 3. That's all I ask. Kevin, you said we don't have nobody that can play perimeter defense like him because Rui can't even guard a parked car. Chris, you say he's passable on offense too, though. But yeah. But it's similar to like how OKC, how they used to start. They had started. What's his name? Andre Robinson? Why can't I remember his name? It's making me upset. Yeah, Andre Robinson. He wasn't the best offensively, but they had enough offensive talent around him at the time, when they were really doing their thing, the Thunder, that they didn't really need his offense. You look at Avery Bradley with the Celtics at the time in the IT years, before he started to become a little better three-point shooter and whatnot. They didn't really need his offense like that. So, I think Deni, it would be nice for him to hit the open catch and shoot 3, which I think he can do. Since he's been working on it this offseason. But I would have him be my starter. Deni Avdija will be my starter, man. I feel like we already got the guys to give us the offensive production we need. We just need Deni, of course, to hit the open 3. That would be lovely. But I will put him in there to help on that perimeter. Wes Unseld Jr. on Rui Hachimura. He said, huge expectations, honestly. He's playing with an air of confidence that is remarkable. Says Hachimura has worked on playing more spatially with his improved three-point shot. That would be nice. As we know, Rui Hachimura, his go-to coming in was that step-back mid-range, that mid-range game. He came back from, his personal problems last season, came back shooting the 3-ball at a really high percentage. Obviously, not on high volume. But obviously, you want to see that continue into this season so he can continue to help spread the floor. Obviously, the big thing, I've said obviously like 10 times, but you want to see the improvement defensively with Rui Hachimura. That's what you want to see from him to help him take that next step into becoming a 3-and-D guy for the Washington Wizards. And as we know, he's going to be a restricted free agent soon. So he definitely needs to have a good season for his sake. Get that contract with the Wizards, re-sign, or with somebody else, give him decent money. But this is definitely a big year for Rui Hachimura. This is definitely a big year for him. Jay, what's going on with you, bro? He said, "What up? Yeah, I need Deni to be a 6-man. He needs to be free to run and create. His mentals aren't a 3-and-D. Barton starts and sets the tone. Deni, Rui, Gav, Delon, Corey." Kevin, you said, "How about that defense? Because it's terrible. Even I play better than him." Take that. What's going on? You said the second unit might need Barton more than the ones. I agree. I think the second unit will need Barton's offense more than the starting unit will need Barton in his offense. The Wizards starting unit has offense there with KP and Bill alone. And then you add in Kuzma and Monte. And then for defense, you add Deni there. When you have a bench of Rui, Gav, Delon, and I don't know if there's enough there. I don't think there's enough self-creation there offensively from anybody. There's nobody in that lineup who can self-create. Rui can hit a step back mid, but that's not really what we want him doing. I would like a guy like Barton to come off the bench who can get hot, get a bucket, get his own. I would love that. I think Barton would be a real benefit off of the bench. I think he would be better off of the bench. I think Deni would be better suited for the starting lineup, in my opinion. But I get what you mean, Jay. And I agree with you, take that. Omer, you said Big J got a point. Deni will get more ball as a 6-man who is running the bench. I mean, this is my thing with Deni Deni's not going to be, even off of the bench, Deni's not going to be the main ball handler, even if he's on the bench. Like, yes, Deni may get more time with the ball in his hands, but I don't think Deni's going to be, he's not going to be the main ball handler. I don't think the Wizards, what I think the Wizards want to see more from Deni at the moment is becoming more of a 3-and-D guy. His playmaking is nice, but I feel like they want him to become a better 3-point shooter, become a better catch-and-shoot guy, more than worrying about where he's at with his playmaking, even though obviously you want him to grow that aspect of his game. But I like him. I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm putting having Deni come off the bench because he can facilitate a little bit more. I don't care about that, honestly. I would say I want Deni in the starting lineup because I want him and his defense out there. We got the offense to kind of help him out for where he lacks at offensively. He can be an offensive liability if we got Porzingis and Brad and Monte and Kuz. But if Deni locking things up or doing his best to put the clamps on, I'm fine. I would really like to see him in that starting lineup. Chris said Barton would be nice. Kevin said, "I'm still calling for Miles Turner. It makes sense, and I will keep saying it till the cows come home." I said I would like that 4 and 5 of Miles Turner. Well, Miles at the 5 and Porzingis at the 4. Miles blocking shots and stretching the floor from the 3. But I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe that could be a deadline move, Kevin. Who knows? Kevin, you said give Davis a shot as a 6-man. Johnny Davis got to earn that. We all seen him in Summer League. Johnny Davis is like the 10th man right now. 11th man, maybe. Johnny Davis is... he got to earn that. Shoot. Because in Summer League, he looked like he needed a shot at the G League. That's what he looked like he needed a shot at with the go-go. Christian said you don't need scoring. I think they want him to develop his 3 more than anything. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Like I said, I don't think they like his playmaking ability. They know its potential there. But I think for what they need, for what the Washington Wizards need, is a 3-and-D guy. A guy who can hit the open 3-pointer off the catch and shoot. Also a guy who can defend and put him next to Bradley Beal, Monte Morris, Kristaps, etc. The playmaking is cool, but even with him coming off the bench, I don't see him having the ball in his hands that much. I really don't. So I'll put him in the starting lineup at the 3. I'd put him right there in the starting lineup. O'Mary said Davis should go to the G League. No minutes for him. Marlo was going on. He said Johnny Davis is the go-go 6-man. Kevin said maybe he could pull a Devin Booker. That's a very... obviously, I would love that. But, come on, man. Devin Booker was... You could see it still. Even though, like... You could see the potential there with Devin Booker. Johnny Davis has not given me anything of the slightest to even remotely think of the words Devin Booker. He's given me nothing. He has no off-the-dribble game. He has no shot creation that we've seen from Summer League. It is just... Let's see him do a little good in the preseason first with Johnny Davis. Let's see what he can do in the preseason. Take that. You said Deni, Kuz, and Kristaps will out-rebound a lot of teams. Agree. I think on the boards, that will really be good. We know Deni likes to get down there. We know Kuz likes to get down there. Kristaps, just off his size alone, can get rebounds. But I really think having a guy like Deni out there really helps this team defensively. And I think it really will help this team create that defensive identity that they so badly want. I feel like they have the offense around Deni where he doesn't need to he could be a little bit of a liability out there because they got enough offense already. So they don't need that 3 spot to have more offense with Will Barton. Why? Have that 3 spot be a defensive guy. Now, like I said, that's up to Deni to be able to hit that open catch and shoot 3, which is why he's been working on his 3 ball so bad. They need for him to be a threat from the 3-point line if he's going to be out there. As long as he can hit that 3 ball at a 35% clip when he's open, that's beautiful. Obviously do a little, do some other things as well. But hit that open 3 ball, defend. That's a beautiful starting 3 right there for the Wizards. That's what the Wizards need. They don't really need, they're not really worried about him playmaking. Monte can playmake. Bradley can playmake. Kyle can playmake. Work on hitting that open 3. So the defense has to respect you out there, at least. Kevin said, remember Booker came off the bench cooking and then he ended up starting. Johnny Davis is... He's nowhere near Devin Booker's level of talent coming out of Kentucky. He's nowhere near his level of talent coming out of Kentucky. Nowhere near it. Matt, you said Corey at the 3? No. Corey at the 3? No. I don't need a 3-point specialist starting at my 3 spot. I don't need a 3-point specialist starting at my 3 spot. I'm fine. I'm good. Corey is a guy I would love coming off the bench. I feel like he's a guy who I want him to get minutes. He's a high IQ player. He does the little things. I love his off-ball movement. I hope he gets some playing time. I wouldn't start him at the 3, though. Me personally. Kevin said I see a lot of Booker and Davis. Tracy McGrady say he sees Davis as a potential all-star. I mean, yeah. He could say that, but I'm going off of what I saw. What I was thinking he could be was when I didn't see him play. I was just looking at Wisconsin tape. Then I seen him in Summer League. That threw everything out the window. Now I got to see him in the preseason, and go off of that. Now I'm going off of what I'm seeing. And it ain't nowhere near Devin Booker. Kevin said, can't blame a fan for wanting to shoot high for day. Yeah, obviously, as a fan of the Wizards, I want Johnny Davis to turn out well and a successful pick. But he got to give me more than whatever he was giving me. He got to. But this is big news as well. Unseld Jr. says there is no plan to limit Kristaps Porzingis' minutes or sit him on back-to-backs. Remember when I was doing the preseason when I was doing the Wizards record prediction, I was saying Kristaps may not be playing on back-to-backs. I don't know. But apparently, But apparently, Wes Unseld Jr. says he's not limiting KP's minutes and he's not sitting him on back-to-backs. This is nice. This is cool. Obviously, you hope he stays healthy, but this is a good sign. This means he's feeling good. This means he's feeling healthy. No need to limit him. This is what the Wizards need. They don't need guys missing training camp. They don't need guys being on back-to-backs, missing minutes, similar to how Spencer Dinwiddie spent the beginning of the season, not playing back-to-backs, blah, blah, blah. We need everybody here. We need everybody healthy. This is a deep Eastern Conference, and if they want to compete, they got to come out firing. Simple as that. Everybody needs to be on their A game. Everybody needs to be healthy. As hard as that will be. All hands on deck. Wes Unseld Jr. also says that DeLon Wright said his personal goal was to make all defensive team. That's nice. That's beautiful. We'll see. I guess we'll never know at the moment. But that's nice to see. So, to get to my guy Chase Hughes, Wes Unseld Jr. also said, and this is the title of the stream, he said, the Wizards starting 3 spot is wide open entering training camp. It's wide open. Who I think has the starting 3 spot right now, and I think who the consensus 3 would be, if you ask Wizards fans to take a vote, I think they will all say, majority will say Will Barton. Who I want the 3 to be is Deni Avdija. This is why I'm hoping that he's really improved on his 3-point shooting and his catch and shoot 3-point shooting as well. I really hope he has improved on that note because I think Deni Avdija should be the starting 3. But he has to not be too big of an offensive liability. He cannot be shooting the 3 ball at 29%, 30%. But he can't. He can't. He has to shoot the open 3 shot, the catch and shoot 3 ball. He got to be at 34, 35%, man. He got to. That's the only way I see him earning that starting spot. Because I think I would love Will coming off the bench, microwave guy, and I would love Deni being the starting 3 spot as a 3-and-D guy. I think Deni, man, I need him to step up here. I need Deni to step up, take that next step, man. Get to that next level. I've been saying I think that 3 spot is open. I think it's Will Barton's right now, but I want it to be Deni Avdija's. I feel like he's the natural guy right there who should be right there. Our top 10 pick and going into his 3rd season. I feel like this is the time for him to take that next step, help the team out, get into that starting lineup. I feel like he is important. He's very important. Same with Rui as well, obviously. But we'll see. But I do think the 3 spot is open. I feel like there's a guy who's already in the top spot, Will, but it could change. It could change. We'll see. We'll see. Like, people will say Rui because of what he can do offensively and whatnot, but the Wizards do not need more offense. The Wizards are fine offensively with their main guys in the starting lineup. What the Wizards need out there with them is defense. They need guys who can play on the perimeter. They need guys who can be a deterrent on the defensive side of the ball. The Wizards has struggled defensively at that 3 spot for years now. Otto Porter wasn't the best defensive guy at 3. Then we had smaller guys like KCP, Will Barton, guys who are 2s, who were playing 3. They need a guy who can legitimately be a 3. A legitimate 3. I don't want any more guards playing the 3. I want a wing at the 3. That's what I want. So I hope Deni is the winner of that, in my opinion. But he gotta show it. It ain't gonna be given to him. He gotta show it. So yeah, I mean that was mainly the main things. That was the main things. With that we got from the media availability from Tommy and Wes. Nice to see. But like I said, I'm all for I'm all for Deni being the guy, but he has to earn it. Gotta earn it. Marlo said, D said, bro, looked like he was playing in Tim's. Hope it's just a temporary injury. I'm telling you, Johnny Davis was out there in Summer League looking like he was playing in Tim's, bro. He looked slow. He looked like he couldn't get back. He was scared to shoot. It was terrible. Hopefully it was just the back tightness. Hopefully. We'll see in the preseason. Kevin said, great. He could now shut down Joel Embiid, Towns, Jokic, maybe Giannis. I think he could challenge them. Something we never have. Jay said, KP will be Loge, man. It's 65-70 games. Keep them and have those knees fresh. Rui and Deni will make huge leaps this season. If KP can give us 65 to 70 games, I think that's terrific. That'll be the most games he's played since I don't know how long. Especially 70. That would be a beautiful thing. And I hope Deni and Rui can make those leaps as well. If this Wizards team wants to compete in this Eastern Conference that is getting tougher and tougher and tougher, if they want to compete in this deep Eastern Conference, the Wizards aren't being mentioned in the top 10 of Eastern Conference teams because they're just guys are disrespecting them or overlooking them. No, the Eastern Conference has just gotten that much deeper and talented. The Wizards have to keep up. And in order for them to keep up with the roster that they currently have constructed, Deni Avdija has to take that next step offensively with that 3-ball. Rui Hachimura has to take that next step. Continue to shoot the 3-ball well. Also, continue to improve defensively. Bradley Beal has to return to his former self. Obviously, he don't got to average 30 points a game, but he got to shoot the 3-ball. He has to improve on his 3-point shot. He has to improve on things. Kristaps Porzingis, we all know the talent is there, for sure. Can he stay healthy? He has to be able to give the Wizards 65 games or something like that. Kyle Kuzma, he has to continue to improve as well. Continue to have that leadership, be in that leadership role. That Wizards fans look at him and say, "Oh, I like Kyle. He seems like a leader." We heard him mic'd up against the Milwaukee Bucks on that game on TNT last season. So I want him to continue to improve as well, man. It's there. But a lot of things got to go right, man. A lot of things got to go right for them to compete. This Eastern Conference is tough, and it ain't getting easier. The Detroit Pistons is coming, man. They coming real soon. Orlando Magic will be coming soon if things go right with them. Who knows what they're doing? The Pacers are going to be coming soon. As the years go on, Cade Cunningham's going to get older. Jalen Duren's going to get older. Sadiq's going to get older. Tyrese Halliburton's going to get older. Benedict Mathurin. These teams in the East that are young, rebuilding, they're going to get older and they're going to get better. The Wizards got to continue to improve. If not, Pistons, Pacers, Magic, etc., they're going to be creeping up on them. So the Wizards got work to do. They got to play hard. And things got to go right this season if they want to stay afloat, or else they'll drown. Josh, you said, do you feel like the young players on the Wizards need to earn their minutes or should be given minutes from day one? They got to earn it, man. Everybody got to earn it. Everybody has to earn their minutes. Obviously, KP, Kuz, Brad, Monte Morris, they're there. They're going to get theirs. Guys like Rui got to earn it. Guys like Deni got to earn it. They got to show that they're improving. They have to show that they're improving, that they deserve 20-plus minutes a game on a nightly basis, not inconsistent minutes. Johnny Davis, for dang sure, got to prove that he should get any kind of minutes, period, right now. Corey Kispert has to continue to improve and show what he can do, because he's one of those guys that I think his minutes are really going to fluctuate, and he's going to be competing with Johnny Davis too, because Johnny's going to want to get in there a little bit. So I think Daniel Gafford has to continue to improve, and who knows, Taj Gibson may end up getting more minutes than we may have originally thought. Daniel Gafford can't start slacking as that backup too. Taj Gibson has been in this league for a long time for a reason. And it's not just because he's a good locker room guy. He can still play a little bit. So, I think everybody has to play, man. Everybody got to play hard, especially the young guys. I don't think anything's guaranteed for these young guys. Everybody has to play hard. Nobody should feel entitled on this team. There's nothing, nobody has done anything on this team in this franchise currently to feel like they should be entitled to anything. I mean, Brad just got a bunch of money, so. But other than that, everybody's gotta earn it, man. For sure. Kevin, you said Bill wearing an arm sleeve, so you know he about to cook. We'll see. Maybe that arm sleeve, he got +1 3-point shooting on there. If that armband give him +1 3-point shooting, like in 2K or something, that's great. NBA, you said I'm editing an amazing video. Hopefully it can be uploaded in a week. That's a bet. But yeah, man, that's how I'm feeling, guys. That's how I'm feeling about it. I think this is gonna be tough. It ain't gonna be easy. It really ain't gonna be easy, man. This Eastern Conference is getting better and better every year. Teams are making moves for all-star players. The younger teams, guys are getting older. You know, this is, and they're talented as well. So it ain't gonna get no easier. The Wizards got to keep up. They got to keep up. NBA said, did you hear about Imani Bates? Yes. Sad case. Very sad case, man, for the youngin. For the 18-year-old man. Tough. Kevin, you say Eagles going down Sunday. Let's be realistic, Kevin. Kevin. Let's be realistic. The Eagles are 6.5-point favorites against the Washington. I agree. I think they should be. Can Washington make it tough, though? Yes, I think they can. Who do I think wins this game? I think Philly wins this game. I think it'll be a dogfight. I do think Washington will come out and play hard. It's a division game. NFC East always plays each other tough. No matter how good teams are. I think the Washington, they'll come out, they'll play tough. Philly, they'll come out, they'll do their thing. I think Eagles come out on top, though, eventually. We got two good NFC East matchups. Giants, Cowboys, Philly, Washington. We got two good NFC East matchups. NFC East, as a whole, looks better than what people thought they were going to be. They look better than what people thought they were going to be. Giants, they look good. They look good. Cowboys, they got it done against the Bengals. Are the Bengals a bad team this season? Are the Bengals a bad team? The Bengals may just be bad. Remember when I said the Giants, when they beat the Titans, I said the Titans may just not be. I don't think the Titans are going to be that good this season. I still agree with that. I don't think the Titans will be that good this season. The Bengals, though. Oh, man. I don't know how you can be successful when your quarterback keeps getting sacked 7 times in a game. How can you win like that? I mean, he got sacked 8,000 times on his way to the Super Bowl, but I don't know, man. Kevin said Hurts has 3 picks at 29%. Yeah, you keep talking about Hurts, man. Hurts, first 2 weeks, MVP conversation. First 2 weeks, man. MVP candidate right now in the first 2 weeks. Long season, but he said was going to have 500 yards. Garbage time yards. Black line, fly, Eagles fly, baby. Man of culture. Kevin said Super Bowl hangover. Could be. Black line, you said Jalen Hurts' price just went up. Let's go. Cincinnati block like they hate Burrow. Yeah, they do. They block like they don't like him. Kevin said stop the cap. Hurts buns. Stop lying to yourself, man. But if you guys had to choose really quickly, who do you guys want the starting 3 to be for the Wizards? Do you want it to be Rui? Do you want it to be Deni? Do you want it to be Will Barton? Who would you guys want to be as the starting 3? For the people who are in here, thank you for the 27 viewers. If you haven't already, please make sure you leave a like button. Helps out with the algorithms, the YouTube algorithms. Or if you want to become a member and join in the Wiz family, ouch, you can click the link that I have pinned in the chat box. Or if you want to send a super chat, you can do that. Or if you want to cash app your boy, money symbol, Dialante D. That's D-I-A-L-A-N as in no, T-E-D. Whatever you like. But thank you guys for being in here, man. On a serious note. Clutch Hoops was going on. He said, watch the Wizards fan, but not a Commanders fan. SMH, we still love you. I've explained my Eagles fandom a good amount of times. It just so happened when I was getting into football, that boy T.O. and Donovan McNabb was doing their thing. And their colors were cool. And I like their wings on their helmet. And I said, these my guys. These dudes is it. I said, these dudes is it. Could never leave them. Black Lion said, I really hope Rui and Deni make that huge leap. They got to, man. The Wizards need them to make that leap. The Wizards need for them to make that leap. If they want to compete in this Eastern Conference, they need them to make that leap. They need them to make that leap. They need Bradley Beal to improve on his three-point shooting. They need Kyle Kuzma to continue to grow. They need KP to stay healthy. They need a lot of things, man. They need guys to really step up. They really need guys to step up. Clutch, you said, did he because I want to see how he has improved, and since it's his third year, I don't want it to be a waste. I've gave my explanation for why I want Deni to be the 3, because I want Deni to be the starting 3. Like I said, it's all up to him and how well has he improved at shooting the 3-point ball. Rui Hachimura was getting to a point where we felt like he was automatic wide open from 3. We need to feel that way about Deni. If we can feel that way about Deni, along with his defense, I think he should no question be the starting 3. The Wizards have enough offense in that starting lineup where they don't need their 3 to do a bunch offensively, which is why I'm okay with Will Barton coming off the bench, because I feel like that bench unit could use that offensive production. Now, that defensive versatility, perimeter defense, Deni Avdija, I feel like can fill that spot, but he has to be able to make the defense have to respect him from the 3-point line. That's what he has to do. If he can't do that, he will not be starting. If he can, no question he should be the starter. It's as simple as that. The reasoning is as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Kevin, you say you might as well be a Sixers fan since you like Philly. I can't. Like I said, it's crazy. I like the Capitals. I like the Nationals. I like the Mystics. I like everything Washington except for the football team. And it's just, it's all, it was either going to be Washington because of T.O. I really like T.O. It was going to be San Diego because I really like Darren Sproles because he was so short. I was like, dang, that dude is tough and he's so small. It was either that because I liked Darren Sproles a lot when I was young, or the Panthers because I loved Steve Smith. Steve Smith was like one of my favorite receivers. I loved Steve Smith. And I thought the Panthers jerseys were cool too. It was either going to be, if it wasn't Philly, it was going to be the Chargers because of D. Sproles. I know like not LaDainian Tomlinson, but no, because Darren Sproles was short. And you don't see a lot of short running backs that are like really, you know. Or it was going to be the Panthers because of Steve Smith. But Philly, man, T.O., Donovan McNabb. I was like, dang, Donovan McNabb, T.O. with the celebrations. It was a good draw. It was a good draw. It was definitely a good draw. But I mean, Washington, it's not like Washington was, I really don't know, because Washington was lit too. Sean Taylor, Santana Moss, Clinton Portis. Who y'all had at the time? Was it Mark Brunell? I think when I was coming up, y'all had Mark Brunell at QB maybe. I'm not sure. Was it Mark Brunell at the time when I was coming up? But y'all had a lot of talent. London Fletcher. Y'all definitely, yeah. OBJ, you said can't decide yet. Hoping Diddy or Rui steps up. Black Light, I'm a Wizards fan and Eagles fan too. I'm from VA fan from Philly. Good man. Good man, Black Line. Good man. Kevin says, see, being an Eagles fan is why you speak broken English. You said, same here. I got family on the west side of Philly. All Eagles fans, too. See, Kevin? Come on, man. Switch sides. Sorry. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. Joshy said, did you feel like the Wizards should still rebuild despite the optimism? Considering what happened last season, there's no guarantee that things will go the right way, especially with Bill's contract. I feel like we're at a point where it's too late to try to rebuild. You know, they made their decision with Brad's max. Brad could always axe out and force his way out and waive his no trade clause to the team of his liking. But I've always said the time to trade Bradley Beal was back in like 2019 when he was averaging 30 points per game. You know, he ain't have no huge contract. I think that at that point, he was at his highest value. The Wizards could have got the most out of that. You know, they could have got the most out of that. But they wanted to keep him. They wanted to retool instead of rebuild. And they wanted to be quick. I think that was a mistake. But who knows, man? Who knows? But the time to rebuild has passed. They should have did that back in 2019, 2020 when Brad was dropping 30 a game. But they didn't. That was going on with you, my man. Black Lion, you said same here, D. OJ says, like me, I like all DC teams, but I'm a Tar Heels fan. Shout out to North Carolina, too. Like half of my family is from North Carolina. I love North Carolina. Kevin, you said, why not Redskins, man? Just ain't do it for me, man. Just ain't do it for me. Joshua says, contract is a liability. Marlo, you said, which I like the Ravens, man, but I can't do it. I never was really into the Ravens like that. But, I mean, obviously, all their guys, Haloti Nada, Ray, Ed Reed, Jamal Lewis, they had all those guys. Yeah, but Todd Heap. But I never was really into Baltimore. Black Light, you said, I've been an Eagles fan since Cunningham and Reggie White. That's some OG right there. That's OG right there. Like I said, I started the year they went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots the very first time. And I just ended up sticking with them ever since. After that season. And those were my guys. Kevin, you said, damn, we getting OD. Facts. He said, let's get Shea at the deadline. Josh, you said, good answer. He said, Shea's not going to ask to be traded from OKC. Only way I see Shea getting moved is if it's similar to a DeJounte Murray situation where the OKC or maybe Shea just doesn't feel like their timelines are matching. You know, as far as where Shea's getting at age and where Thunder are at, and they feel like it may be a little while before they can compete, and it's like, we'll give you off to a team that's closer to competing, we'll collect more draft capital, build around Chet, etc., and maybe do it like that. Other than that, I don't know why you would move on from Shea. But a lot of people didn't know why the Spurs would move on from DeJounte. But a lot of the times, the timelines don't mix. You know, the Thunder are still rebuilding. Chet just got hurt for the whole season. Maybe the timelines just don't match. For when Shea wants to be ready to compete and for when the Thunder are actually going to be ready to compete. And because of that, Shea may be moved. You know, Thunder get more draft capital. They get more first-round picks, young guys. Shea gets to compete on a competing team. Similar to DeJounte Murray. Spurs get draft capital. DeJounte gets to compete. Spurs were kind of rebuilding. Shea, you know, his age and where the Spurs are at in the rebuild, it just didn't match up. So they got more draft capital. DeJounte got an opportunity to compete with the Hawks. I feel like that's could be similar to Shea's situation. I feel like it could be like that. Black Light said, I've been trying to speak that SGA trade into existence myself. Now, as far as the Wizards being the guys to trade for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, once again, I don't know what kills the Wizards in terms of trading guys. I don't know if players, their assets as far as players are enough. I don't know if Deni, Rui, or Kuzma is enough. The thing that kills them, they do not have the flexibility with their draft capital because of the 2023 first round pick protections that they would have to get rid of. That they would have to come to an agreement with the Knicks to get rid of the protections so they can have the flexibility to move 2026, 2027 first round But right now, because of the protections on the 2023 first round pick that the Knicks currently own, it kills their flexibility as far as moving draft capital. It kills it. Corey, what's going on, bro? Thank you guys for the likes as well, man. I appreciate the likes. Thank you. Like I said before, if you want to join the Wiz family, you can click the link and become a member if you want. If you want to send a super chat, you can also do that. If you love me enough and you want to send a cash app, Dialante D. Dialante, capital D, with the cash thing, if you want. Whatever. But thank you guys for being in here, man. Wizards, man, we about to be back, y'all. We about to be back. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Obviously, nervous. We could be looking at another season of disappointment. We could be looking to be disappointed again. Kevin said, work tomorrow, D. You got work? I definitely got work. But yeah, man, it could be another season of disappointment, another season of anger, or it could be a season of us being pleasantly surprised, us being hype, us being excited. Kevin said, nah, man, we win in the Southeast Division. Yeah. Josh, he said, as an OKC fan, seeing teams like the Pistons, Rockets, and Magic, they look like they're ready to go. And it only took the Pistons 2 years to rebuild. It's annoying seeing other OKC fans happy about tanking. I mean, I think this is my thing. I think it's a situation where, bam, you got to hit on picks. You got to hit your picks. Pistons did a good job hitting on Sadiq. I think K's going to be a hit. But also, I feel like it's also moving some of those younger guys and bringing in a good player. I don't know. Let's see a guy I don't know a team that I can say is doing it right, or who has done that before. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head. But I mean, I think OKC gets there. When? I don't know. But I think they get there. They got a lot of talent, man. They do got a lot of talent, a lot of young talent. Dabby said, I'm just glad it's back, and I hope we start off right, but we gonna see. Izzy, what's going on? Yeah, we gonna see. We definitely gonna see. The Wizards, you know, I've been extremely happy. My fantasy team's 2-0. Eagles are 2-0. I'm happy. All my teams are making me happy. And then the Wizards. Don't ruin my happiness, Wizards. Don't make me mad. Because my teams are playing good. I'm feeling good. And then I feel like the Wizards may just come and smack me in the face and just bring me back and hold me back. Don't do that, Wizards. Don't do it to me. Make me happy, man. Make us happy. Make us proud to be Wizards fans. Kevin said, y'all, Vesley, Chris Singleton, Dark Times, Otto. Yeah, it's been some tough times for the Wiz Nation, man. It's definitely been some tough times, for sure. Hopefully the dark days are behind us. But I don't know, man. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. It's a good stream. Today. I'm excited for training camp to be starting. I'm excited for media day to be starting soon. Of course, I'm going to be streaming to talk about the quotes from media day, which is on Friday. Media day is on Friday, so obviously the next stream will be on Friday to talk about all the quotes from the players, from the coaches, everything that comes out. Friday, be in here. We will be streaming Wizards Media Day, September 23rd, Friday. We gonna be here. We gonna be talking about these quotes. We gonna see what we up against. We gonna see what they talking about. We gonna see what they looking like. Hopefully, no foolishness like last time with Bradley Beal and the COVID stuff and those comments. Hopefully, no negative stuff coming out, but no foolishness. But we'll see. OBJ, you said I think Bill's going to go off this season. I hope so. He got a lot of M's, man. His break account looking real thick right now. It's a lot of zeros in there, I'm sure. A lot of zeros and commas. I'm sure. Help a brother out, Brad. Shoot. All them zeros you got over there. But no, I hope Brad goes off, man. I hope Brad, returns to form. He doesn't need to be a 30-point per game scorer. But give us 26, 27 points per game, man. Lovely. Improve the 3-point shooting. Lovely. We'll love that from Brad. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be the guy. He has the big contract. He has the Supermax. He has to be the number one on this team, whether people feel like he's a one or not. He's got to be the one. He's got to. And he's got to prove that he's worth that contract. And it'll be a hard feat to conquer. But he's got to do his best and try. Kevin said down equals down. Fly equals fly. Phillies 2-0. Commanders are 1-1. I told y'all about Detroit. Y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all got did up. Philly coming to town. It's going to be a lot of green in them seats. A lot of green. It's going to sound like a home game for Philly. It's going to be tough for y'all, man. I think y'all will compete. I definitely think the Commanders will compete. I think it'll be a tough game. I think it'll be a close game. Maybe. But I think Philly's just a better team. And I'm not saying that because I'm an Eagles fan. I legitimately just think the Philadelphia Eagles are a better team than the Washington Commanders. I think they have the better quarterback. I think they have the better offensive line. I think they have the better skill positions. Even though Washington has really good skill positions. But McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Dotson, who's a beast, and Logan Thomas, you guys have really good skill positions. It's tough. I think it's close. The skill positions is pretty close. You guys got a lot of talent as far as wide receivers, tight end, Antonio Gibson. Similar to Philly. Defensively, I think Philly's better. We'll see though. OBJ said we go to beat Philly just because we don't supposed to. It could be a Washington special, man. Just beat somebody you probably shouldn't have beaten. But we'll see when that time comes, man. But guys, make sure to be on here Friday, Wizards Media Day. I don't know what time the media day is, but I won't be off until 6:30. So I'll be here at 7 o'clock to go through all the Wizards Media Day news, all the quotes, all the videos on Twitter. Be in here on Friday for your boy. September 23rd, we going to be back in here. Wizards Media Day. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm hype. Like I said, to go back to the question of who do I want to be the starting three for the Washington Wizards, Deni Avdija. But he has to prove it. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for leaving likes on the video. Love you guys, man. You guys have been terrific. You guys have been awesome. I said awesome. Awesome. Love you guys, man. Alex, how am I doing? I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good, Alex. Love you guys, man. See you on Friday. Deni, compete. Win that 3 spot for me. Alex, you are definitely a little late. Alex. But Deni, win that 3 spot for me, my man. I have faith in you. Win it. Do it. Take it. Wizards Media Day. Let's get it. Wizards basketball, baby. DC family. Hell to the Wizards. Ain't that what you guys say? Hell to the Wizards. See you guys later, man. Let's go, Eagles. Commanders suck. Love you guys. Peace, man.